everyone, and I hope you guys can see me. I'm recording on my phone. I'm gonna sell my camera because I really want to invest in a GoPro. So this video is going to be in regards to and of course my hair is all over the place. But this video is going to be in regards to twin flames. So I have done a video in regards to twin flames, and I did it maybe like a year ago or maybe 2 years ago. I'm not quite sure, but this is in regards to just freshening up the whole idea of like twin flames and what they actually mean. First of all, it's not that I don't believe in twin flames. I do believe they exist. I just don't believe that everybody has a twin flame. And that type of energy is very potent, and twin flames have a specific purpose. Not that people's relationships don't have purpose. And if you guys hear any noise in the background, or you guys hear the TV or people talking really loudly, I'm in my house. So I apologize for that. But back to the twin flame situation. If you guys think that you guys have a twin flame, you have to have a purpose within that relationship. Not that people's relationships don't have a purpose, because clearly everything you do in life has a purpose. Every movement you make is building up to something else. However, twin flames are more like relationships that shift the entire globe, the entire planet. Like, for example, I'll give you an example. I'm very itchy, like my back itches a lot and my sides. But anyway, like for example, if Osset and Asur were reincarnated back in the planet, and let's say they had a mission on the planet, and they had to give birth or create Heru to be able to save the planet. That is a twin flame. To be able to sort things out within the story, that it's very much not even half of it is what actually happened or what is actually told. They only give you like pretty things in the internet, but unless you're either baptized or you have something within your DNA, or you're within this spiritual realm. I know some of you guys are like not baptized, or some of you guys are Christians and you just want to experiment or know about certain things. But there's a lot of things that people don't know about their relationship. Not just that they were brothers, but that Osset had a twin flame. Some people consider her the evil twin flame. Not the twin flame, the evil twin sister, whom people don't really talk about, like the rest of their story and how it probably repeated itself in this life, or already repeated itself in this life in some way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? So you guys know what I mean, right? You guys are talking back to me. But or how Asur, which a lot of you guys know as Osiris, has to be repaired or has to be reborn within Heru, or his reincarnation. So it is a lot of things that people don't talk about, and it's a lot of information that is written within the lines. So that is an example of a twin flame relationship to me, right? What's a good example? And the reason why it's a twin flame relationship is not only because they come from the same stem or the same tree of life within their DNA, but they come from the same energy field. They were created for the same purpose, as a divine feminine and as a divine masculine. However, some of you guys see twin flames as like, oh, I have like a really deep connection, and like I can't let you go. Yeah, there's a lot of people that can't let a lot of other people go. But a lot of these relationships nowadays, in this new age, the new definition of twin flame energy, is where you guys are not building together. That's number one. If you guys were twin flames, you would know to sacrifice yourself for the other person. If it's just you sacrificing yourself and the other person isn't giving anything up, and you're the only one pushing for the sacrifice, you're the only one committing a sacrifice, then you cannot possibly be, number one, you're not in a balanced relationship, and number two, you're not in a twin flame relationship. Because that's the whole point of a twin flame relationship. You have to know to balance each other out. You have to know that in twin flame relationships, there's always a sacrifice. Not because there isn't a sacrifice in regular relationships, there's always a sacrifice. However, the twin flame sacrifice is that of an endurance. Is who can hold out to the pressures, fight for one another, and love that person in the most ugliest way possible. How her twin flame relationship is different from the soulmate relationships is that with soulmates, you can have a soulmate with anybody. Your dog can be your soulmate. Your mom can be your soulmate. Your father can be your soulmate. And still have that connection. Some of you guys are just throwing in fucking vocabulary just to feed yourselves, or just to make yourselves feel like you are going through, or you have already gone through an important relationship. And so you feel like you're in the mix of the new age bullshit, okay? It's bullshit. Not everybody has a twin flame relationship. Also, another sign that you're in a twin flame relationship is some of the signs, and excuse me for my hair, but some of the twin flame relationships, you guys come from either the same sun sign, you're born under the same sun sign, and for the most part, you don't have to do work on that person. Some of you guys are out here doing work on that person as opposed to doing work for yourself, or as opposed to breaking barriers. When you're in a twin flame relationship, you don't have to ask Santa Marta the Dominator to get you to this person. What you do is that you unblock that person. You don't put blockages on top of blockages on top of blockages for this person, because you're making it difficult for them to see you, and it's going to come to a point where it might erupt in your face. And that's not good. That's not good magic. That's like possessive compulsive behavior. I mean, it's good magic if you keep them there, but it's obsessive compulsive behavior when you already know there's that deep of a connection. So those are the things you have to look for. You have to look for the purpose, the grand scheme of things, and you have to see within your zodiac signs, especially the sun sign, because the sun sign is the sign that represents the all, and it also represents love. It's not the planet Venus. It's the sun that represents love. The planet Venus represents lust. It represents romance. It represents sucking and fucking. It represents having sex, a sexual attraction with somebody. If you want to do a love spell for somebody, you don't use the planet Venus, because that person is only going to attract to you. I mean, you can and you should, but that's only in the physical realm. If you want to attract real love, you use the power of the sun. The sun will get you to attract to not only if you have a twin flame, but to somebody that's actually going to, it's going to be a story that's going to be written for centuries and years to come. And it's not just, oh, like for example, I thought that I had a twin flame, as some of you guys might know. I thought my twin flame was my ex-boyfriend, and he wasn't. He wasn't in my past life, and he wasn't in this life. He was taking my money. Even when I broke up with him, he was still trying to fuck me over in my life. Still talking shit about me. And to this day, he probably still talking shit about me. Still owes me more money until this day. When you are in a twin flame relationship, you don't get abused in a sense where that person is abusing, and you're just sitting there taking it because of the title of a twin flame. No, that's not what any relationship should go through. That's not what a twin flame is for. That is not the purpose of a twin flame, okay? Even when you guys are very much alike, and you're in a circumstance or in a situation or in a relationship where you're so much alike, like it is Asset and Asur. They're very much alike, not just in their genealogy, not just in their DNA, but they're everything. They're probably the same sign in this life as well. They're probably under the same sun sign in this life. So when dealing with one another, if they were reincarnated into the planet as we speak, they would be dealing with a lot of tuck and pull. But it's never to the point where they fully and truly would ever walk away from one another. And some of you guys just walk away or do magic spells on people, or kick and scream about things, or think that it's okay to being abused. Most of these relationships or these situations or people or incidents come into your life so that you know to give face for yourself or give face for one another. How you know that the person truly actually loves you is when you unblock that person without expecting anything in return. That's what you do. Sorry, my leg went numb. When you unblock that person, meaning if you're gonna do a spell for that person, you have to take away everything that anybody else has done to that person. When it comes to magic, if that person has been spiritually attacked, which at this point the entire universe has been spiritually attacked, this entire solar system is like being attacked as we speak. constantly. So if you cleanse that person and you cleanse that person without expecting that person to stay with you, but for the better of that person, and you allow that magic or energy to just either dissipate or go into your direction, or for that person to leave you and start something better for themselves, that's when you know what the meaning of that relationship is. Because you guys can't just, I mean, you can, everybody has free will, but know that these things have consequences. When you just do spells on top of spell on top of spell on top of spell for a person, and you don't unblock whatever spell you know that has been done to that person. And don't do it selfishly. Don't do it for that person to stay with you. Do it for the betterment of the world. It's just one person you can heal is the part of the universe that you can heal. And that person will, in turn, if he or she does not end up with you, heals other people. And so if you really think that you're in a twin flame relationship, and don't think that this twin flame relationship for you is somebody that is supposed to stay with you forever and ever and ever. The whole point of twin flames is that you heal the flame. You do not fuel the fire that creates the flame. You make sure that you heal it. Not by destroying the flame, because the elements of fire can never be destroyed, as it was the first element to create our solar system, our universe. The Big Bang was fire. Okay, everything revolves around fire. Thus, the sun is fire, made out of fire. But I guess those are other videos that I have to make for you guys. But it is not for you to fuel the fire of the relationship in a sense where you're destroying that person because you're possessive compulsive and you just need them in your life, where you cannot see them progress. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. That's not a way of loving somebody. So if you believe that you're in a twin flame relationship, good for you. Don't come to my channel talking about, when like everybody has a twin flame and like I'm a new ager and everybody has a twin flame. I don't want to hear that shit, because I'll just give you a heart and not respond to you. Like, if attention is what you need, I'll give you a heart. That's all you're getting. But if you think that you're in a twin flame relationship, try to heal that person, especially if you're a so-called Christian, or if you're working your magic. If you're a spiritual person, heal that person. Don't heal that person by trying to make that person see what you see, because they don't see what you see. They don't see pretty little flowers in a perfect relationship, because in their eyes it probably doesn't exist. The person probably comes to you, or by the time that person comes to you, they're probably coming to you with a whole bunch of baggage, a whole bunch of problems, a whole bunch of undealt situations and situations from their childhood, and a whole bunch of karma. And so now you're gonna have to deal with it. As the person that sees the pretty little relationship, it is up to you to fight. And one of the ways that you should fight in a twin flame relationship is to heal your partner, whether that partner stays with you or not. You heal that person and allow the energies to flow. And in this way, if that person is not your twin flame or is not meant to be with you, you heal the cord between you and that person. Don't turn it into hatred. If that person doesn't stay with you, don't beat yourself up if you're like 40 years old or 32 or 30 years old or 50 years old or 52 years old, and you're like, oh, well, we should have been together, but it didn't really work out. And, well, did you do what you were supposed to do for the betterment of the all, as opposed to the betterment of you or your selfish regard or your selfish needs? That's the question that you should ask yourself. So I'm gonna leave it here because it's a pretty long video, 14 minutes going strong, and I will continue going on with other videos that I have to upload. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.